Shalom, first and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to all you Akim that's pushing this truth and true sincerity. I want to get this precept first before I get into this article. Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. Let's go back to this article from shtfplan.com. You brothers, you can go to this article and get lessons to do. Get articles to do lessons, So it says the World Ahead 2026 Economist magazine cover indicates war, pestilence, and financial collapse. So you see the 250-year anniversary of the United States in 2026. Looks like you got tariff situations going on, world leader summits, world leaders all over the place. War, you see tanks, financial shipwreck. All right, then you got the the OJ the Juice Man down here, okay? You got pills. It's got everything. It's got the sword. It's got the nukes. Look at this. So this is what we're prophesying about. We're prophesying about the end of Esau's age, all right, which is nothing but war and evil and pestilence inside this man's kingdom, this man's beast system, all right? So let's get this. It says, each year The Economist puts out an issue that is dedicated to what is coming in the year ahead. As we approach 2026, the World Ahead edition seems like it could be possible, especially considering The Economist tends to be fairly accurate. Michael Snyder from The End of the American Dream wrote, the reason why The Economist is so accurate is because the ultra wealthy elite have an enormous amount of influence over the course of human events. What immediately stood out was the pills littering the globe, surrounded by the syringes just letting the jutting towards the sky like weapons. Others noticed the war images, such as a cargo ship being shot with an arrow. As of Monday, an outbreak of the Marburg virus has been confirmed in Ethiopia. How bad could it get? Only time will tell. And hey, there's something going around here as well. Been noticing a lot of individuals been getting sick. They're spraying these chemicals in the air at an all-time high towards the end of the year. They're just pushing it every day. It's one day they just considered, hey, we're just going to pump this every day. All right. So it says, number 47 is also suggesting that military strikes in Mexico, Colombia could be coming. You got the uproars of the people in Mexico going on right now. All right. So let's skip this guy. It says, some pointed out what looks like paper currency falling everywhere, and our money is increasingly becoming worthless as rulers inflate and continue to steal from the public they pretend to protect. Yeah, they play with you people's emotions with this government shutdown. What was it, 43 days? And I was talking to an Edomite today. I just let him talk. He was like, yeah, you know what, man? They're going to open it. They're going to, this government shutdown is only going to last till the end of this year, and they're going to shut it down once again in 2026. So it says, as Snyder pointed out, obviously they're trying to communicate something about the global economy, and it certainly isn't good. Yeah, it's not going to be good. All right, for these people at the bottom. The rich will continue to get rich and the poor will continue to get poor. That's why in Revelation 13 and 16, when it talks about the mark of the beast, which is soon to come, it talks about rich or poor. The middle class is damn near finished. Okay, you got people in these so-called upper middle class neighborhoods. They about to catch pure hell as well. All right, it says, will 2026 be a year of financial collapse? We won't have to wait too long to find out. Okay, because the Bible prophesied about it, in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. It talks about no work in Egypt. In Isaiah the 19th chapter. Okay, you got this pestilence going on. You got many pestilence going on. You got wars and rumors of wars. They still got this genocide going on in the Gaza Strip. Still have the war in Ukraine going on. So we're in these times, and this is November 18th. Let me check the calendar. Well, let me just go to it. How many more days do we have left in 2025? And prophecy-wise, it's been a hell of a year as well. How many days left in 2025? As of today, Tuesday, November 18th, there are 43 days left in the year of 2025, according to this man's calendar. And as you all know, at the end of the year, it goes out with a bang and starts out with an even more bang. All right? So this is just a real quick lesson. I don't intend to be too long, but we're going to see more. Let's get Jeremiah 28:8 again. All right? And this is what we prophesying. Meanwhile, you got guys that still having debates and omitting, taking away, and adding to the Bible. All right? They obviously don't have the spirit of prophecy. And those guys are going to continue to get worse and worse. Matter of fact, I'm going to get this precept in 1 Samuel. I'm going to go back to this. 1 Samuel 9:9, just real quick. But yeah, 43 more days left. By the time this video gets uploaded, it'll be 42 days left. You know, the days are being shortened for the elect's sake. Lord willing, we're part of that number, because it's about to get a lot more ugly in 2026, man. More job losses, more crime, all right? More so on and so forth, more bad times before the kingdom of heaven is established, where the heathen will be slaves. Okay, that's gonna be a back to the basic lesson. All right? The heathen are for our inheritance sake. Okay? But anyways, this is 2 Samuel 9:9. All this stuff that we're seeing is leading up to the Israelites being in the kingdom of heaven and the other 17 nations building up the kingdom of heaven. Just how like we built up all these captivities we've been in. They're gonna do the same thing. What's wrong with that? That's a balanced power. That's a balanced God for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, you're gonna be in a rulership position, starting with the elect. That's why the men out the highways and byways, started with Apostle Har on down. They're coming at kingly like mind state, more giving you the warning. All right, scriptures talk about we're nations of kings and priests. So we have to prophesy about the evil times. We have to keep pushing bad times, because this ain't living here. All right, this is hell. All right, you get to the point where you just work, you do your exercise, you do what you gotta do. You just want to go home. These people are bugging out by the second, man. All right, so yeah, we're looking for new heavens and a new earth wherein righteousness dwells. All right, we're tired of eating cloned meat, getting chemicals sprayed over you. You don't know if it's a man or a woman. You're walking on concrete. Okay, these people got Satan on them. So yeah, damn right we're gonna prophesy, man. And Lord willing, 2026 is gonna be one of them years, man. And Lord willing, they usher in the mark of the beast. We keep telling you about the mark of the beast, man. More pestilence, could be more lockdowns, more wars and rumors of wars. So this is 1 Samuel 9:9. Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of God, thus he spake, come and let us go to the seer, for he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer. And we come in the stead of seers, telling you, hey, we've been telling you this for years. Ever since we individually came into truth, brothers have been prophesying individually and collectively on the highways and byways, week in, week out. Most of the time, 52 weeks out the year. Now, sometimes we might have a indoor camp, but the majority of the year, we're out there ushering in the kingdom of heaven and telling you it's going to get bad before it gets good in the kingdom of heaven. So yeah, damn right, 2026 is going to be an even worse year. Lord willing. All right. Let's go back to Jeremiah 28:8. Just real quick. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied against many countries. We're prophesying against many countries. One of them, Two of them are Babylon the Great and Gog and Magog. Okay, and against great kingdoms. Hey, we're doing what the prophets did in the ancient times, chanting down these heathen nation kingdoms. Okay, of war. All right, let me look up how many days are we into this Ukraine-Russian war. All right, how many days of the Russia-Ukraine war? As of today, November 18th, the full-scale Russia-Ukraine war has lasted approximately 1,367 days. The full-scale invasion began on February 22nd, 2022. So we're almost 3 years into this. And it's still going on. The average American doesn't even know what the hell is going on over there. All right? Of war and of evil. Evil means bad times, and of pestilence, man. All right? Now the average American is starting to figure out that, hey, that whole boogeyman back in 2020, all right? Yeah, people were going to the spirit world, all right? But I'm not going to even mention that. But, hey, they came up with this, they come up with this test run on you people back then, all right? But, hey, they said the second one is going to get your attention. That's all I can say about that, okay? So let's get this last one and then close it on out, man. 2026, man. 42 days left. Really, it's 42 days left. It's 9:56 over here. All right, on the East Coast, down here in the South. 42 days left. Then we'll see what happens in 2026, Lord willing. All right, 2026 is one of them years closer and closer. All right, to all these prophecies being fulfilled, because we're in the stead of giving you the prophecies, man, not giving you debates and Hebrew Israelite fashion shows and all that stuff that has nothing to do with prophesying. All these gimmicks for you people that watch these other camps. You watch Sakari and you feeling a certain way about him, you know, and you feeling a certain way about ISUPK, but you watch Great Millstone. Look, man, you need to stick to prophecy, man. All right, if you're searching for truth, the straight 100% hardcore truth according to the Bible, don't follow these other camps, man. They're blind leaders of the blind, and guess what? They'll fall into a ditch, that ditch of destruction. All right? Clearly see who's acting a fool out here in Israel, who's still out here prophesying. And these things are coming to pass. And these guys are too proud to admit that the Apostle and Elders Great Millstone been prophesying this for 40 years, 35 years, so on and so forth, all the way down to his younger brothers, man. So there's Sirach, chapter 39 and 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. War, pestilence, evil, famine. Can't forget about the famine. The mark of the beast, World War III, Yahushua coming back. Okay? The kingdom of heaven, that's something to prophesy about. Okay? So, yeah, man. You know, more of this is going to happen. More war, pestilence, and days of evil are coming to end this beast system, the end the age of Esau. So with that, Lord, when it was edifying, till next time, we'll say shalom.